Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Heroes of the Storm. Today we're doing a viewer request to play some Sonya. This was requested by Creedon9140 off of YouTube, and if you're watching this video, feel free to request any other heroes for me. I will do my best to get to them. I currently have the Sonya video I am getting to, and a Tank Uther request that I want to get to, which hopefully you'll see in the next couple days here. But I don't play a whole lot of Sonya. I kind of find her to be a little, like, almost dull to play, and in a sense, too easy. She has a lot of things that break the rules in Heroes of the Storm. What I mean by that is, for instance, all heroes have a base movement speed of 100%. Sonya's passive increases this, so she moves faster than all heroes passively by casting abilities. Most heroes have cooldowns for their abilities. Sonya doesn't. She has a 1-second cooldown on her Seismic Slam, which is the same cooldown of most basic attacks. Most heroes have mana. Sonya doesn't. She has Fury that she gains, making it so if she's in combat, she constantly has mana. And so then just with those abilities that she has, she feels different enough that I don't like playing her a lot. However, she is one of the stronger heroes in the game when played correctly, especially if she's not getting countered. A Sonya that goes Whirlwind build and the enemy team doesn't have hard CC to counter it is immortal and will kill your whole team just by pressing E and laughing. So Sonya is definitely a strong pick to play and a fun pick to play in the right circumstances. However, I'm going to play a build that I think is one of the more safe builds to play, where you can get a consistent gameplay, because that's the best thing, is consistently being good, or consistently being mediocre is better than being really good one game and really bad another game. So that's what we're going to shoot for in today's video, but this has been a long intro anyway, so we're going to cut to it, and I will see you in the game. Alright, we find ourselves on Braxis Holdout today. I don't think this is one of Sonya's better maps. Maybe up in the solo lane she's good, but I am going to have to play as the front line for the friendly team in the bottom lane. Possibly. I might end up going top lane, we'll see. But I don't think it's that good because Sonya thrives on maps where she doesn't have to deal with the enemy team. So on maps like Blackheart's Bay, I'm trying to think, maps with like big camps. So Garden Terror she's good on, Infernal Shrine she's good on, Dragonshire to an extent she's good on. But maps where you're mainly just a soak bot that gets a bunch of camps, she's very strong on maps like that. So we're gonna go for more of an auto attack focused build, and kind of a tanky as we can get. So we're picking up War Paint at level 1 here. You can go tough as nails, but I feel like the enemy team is more magic damage, so tough as nails isn't gonna be as good, especially with the Tassadar. He'll be sucking up my stacks with that real easily. So you notice we can only cast one ability right now. That is because we have no Fury. You gain Fury by taking and dealing damage to enemy units. Doesn't have to be heroes, but that's how you'll gain energy or mana. It's essentially Sonya's mana bar. So our Q is a straight line skill shot that you send out at an enemy unit like this. And if you hit them, they take damage and are stunned for a second. And it's really great for both engage as well as energy regeneration. It allows you to... I'm going to tap here before this objective comes up. Oh, don't even have to. We got healed. But it allows you to kite around fights a little bit, but it's mainly used for good engagements on enemies. I was really hoping she'd back up there. And we're going to press E here. E gives us this Whirlwind phase, which actually an E build into that enemy team would not be terrible with their low amount of crowd control. Maybe we'll be able to pick up this kill. Very nice. And we'll go in to kill the little Hunter minion too. And you can see we are moving around this fight with quite some ease. Oh, can I catch up? Oh, barely not able to. She backed up into me? I'm confused. I'm going to head top lane just to see if I can help out capping this objective. With the enemy team low and we killed one. Yeah, hopefully this guy doesn't even see that I'm here. Alright, he sees now. Zagara's here, so we're going to go ahead and... Oh, I really wanted to use my ability to kill the hunter minion, but I wasn't able to. But we are capping the full objective here, so I'm willing to fight for a little bit longer. Using my E to heal, just have to make sure I dodge the stun from the Gazlo. And we do have our sippy cup up still now, so we'll go ahead and take that. We did lose bottom and top, unfortunately. Our Asmodean's out of mana significantly, so we'll head down bottom lane, because I think top is a lost cause as of right now. But our W, Seismic Slam. So on a 1 second cooldown, and you deal a decent amount of damage to the first enemy hero that's hit, or enemy unit that's hit. It's just a point and click ability, so it's super easy to hit. And you can see, whew, that's a lot of damage. From, is it Shot of Fury giving us that crit? Yeah. Gonna try to just heal up off of the minion wave. We want to get some Fury too, so I don't want to kill the whole minion wave, but it allows us to just point and click on an enemy hero within melee range and deal. Oh, nice! Deal decent damage to them, as well as send out like a shockwave that deals decent damage to all the enemy units behind them. I want to try to clear the minion wave a little bit before we went back in there, but I didn't realize we had lost top as well, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I want to try to just force this enemy team back. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill them at all, but if I can at least force them away from the Zerg wave, then they can't push, and we should be able to get an easier clear with Kael'thas and all of them. Hopefully be able to chase down the enemy's Orphea, but now I'm in a tight spot here, and hopefully I'll be able to just walk out. I need to heal from my Anduin, please. Oh, there it is, there it is. Oh, I'm barely out of range. I'm so low. I just need to back out, don't I? Oh, the Hunter minion chased me that whole time. That's what was hurting. The Zerg wave for the enemy team is already super duper low, and we've finally killed it off, actually, which was a very good defense by us. We only lost a wall and a tower, so I will take that all day long. Unfortunately, with the enemies hiding inside of the minion wave, it's a little bit difficult for me to get in on them. But with the good heals from our allies, we're able to kite around them just fine. And Gazzo's, however, getting free push, so we're going to head up that way. And while we do that, I'll talk about my E, which I told you. You just spin around a little bit, deal damage. Not an insane amount of damage, but you heal for that damage dealt. So in the minion wave like this, you actually gain health by pressing E in the minion wave. So whenever you play Sonya, I mentioned before, you typically want to be the solo lane. And whenever you're in the solo lane, you ignore the hero to an extent and just attack the minions, and you heal for a crap ton off of it. You can see off this camp, I'm healing. It's disgusting. We picked up Shot of Fury at level... Oh, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. But we picked up Shot of Fury at level 4, which allows every time we use our Seismic Slam, which is our W, our next basic attack will heal, or will crit. And from our level 1 talent, that allows us to heal off of basic attacks. That crit heals us for a crit as well. You can see just heal off the minion wave, and we've won that trade significantly against the Gazlo, and we've lost nothing. We have full mana still. We actually are gaining health from these engagements. I kind of wanted to land my ability on the minion, because landing your Q, it also grants you 40 of your... I'm in a tight spot, aren't I? No, I'm fine. But it grants you 40 Fury, or 40 mana. So, very strong and good to be landing those, even if it's just to gain Fury. I'm fine not to cap this for now. I want to try to push down my building a little bit, but I'm keeping my mini-map there to make sure that if an enemy comes, I have to go to him to fight for it. But since the friendly team has bottom capped, I will head on here and capture this now. And then I can brawl Gazlo just fine, especially if I land my abilities on him. But it doesn't look like we're quite able to get everything that we wanted out there. We're actually healing off of his stuff decently. You can see our chase down, our ability to brawl with this Gazlo is fantastic. We're gaining health off of these engagements, which is wonderful. Unfortunately, though, friendly team is losing it in the bottom lane a tad. You can see I used my ability there to heal up off of the... or gain energy off of the Gazlo's crap. He did go for... taking too many tower shots. What did he go for at level 10? I forget what it's called. Robo Goblin? That's it. And I typically would go Wrath of the Berserker against this enemy team. But I do think that Leap could be pretty good too. We went for... I forget what it's called. Battle Rage at level... Yeah, we're going to go for Leap. I like Leap for the lockdown on the enemies' squishies, which they have up in the other lanes. Alright, so it does look like at level 10 now, we are losing to Gazlo, which is... it's interesting. I don't know if we completely lose to him, though. Oh, if I landed my E, he would be dead. But unfortunately, we can't fight him just yet. I do have full energy. Kind of want to fight him. It was a mistake. Ah! Barely got clipped by it. I should have just backed out. He gains a lot of shielding from Gazlo's level 4 talent. And then that comboed with Robo Goblin, which basic attacks deal damage, and he grants Unstoppable. So maybe the other ult would have been a better choice, but we'll never know. The problem is he can place down his little minions, so his building never takes damage. But we went for Battle Rage, which allows me to heal myself for 10% of my maximum health every 30 seconds. And you can store up 2 charges of this, but there's a 10-second delay in between uses. And then additionally, we deal bonus damage to... Oh, I'm going to head down this way. We deal bonus damage to... Oh my god, we're getting wrecked down here. She's so damn fast. Oh, I've shot a Fury. I should have activated that way earlier. There we go. I forget what I was talking about. There's a nice stun, though. Oh. Oh, keep going. Press E. If you can't tell, don't play a whole lot of Sonya. Hence why I didn't know if I would beat the Gazlo or not. Oh, that was a nice wall. I might be... Dang, that's a lot of pain. I kind of want to go top then and brawl the Gazlo. We know that we lose to Gazlo. A little bit. But I think if I play it better, I can... Yeah, like not fighting him in his minions. I think fighting him in the minion waves is what I have to do to heal off of it. Yeah. Even still, he's quite the powerful opponent here. I'll go for no escape. Just because this is the build that I wanted to go for. Good lord, he hurts so much. Gonna have to activate our ability just to back again. We're so low that I think backing's a fine play here. Sucks that we are losing both top and bottom. And is the enemy... Yeah, enemy team's on this camp right now. Who's on it? Zagara? Gazlo? No way Gazlo got to it. Yeah, he shows up there. Who the heck is on it? Oh, that is so unfortunate. And we're losing top lane. I think top's a lost cause, though. At least that first building. So no escape. After using an ability, you gain a little bit of movement speed. This just increases that movement speed that you gain. That's all that no escape does. But it's really good for chase down, especially on squishy targets. I wonder if Sonya would beat the Gazlo had I gone for a whirlwind build. I bet you I could. Alright, we'll head down here. Unfortunately, I wasted my ult earlier. I think Gazlo's not going to be as good as me in team fight, though. This enemy team hopefully will overextend here, and we can kind of collapse in on them. But without the friendly team here, really... Oh my gosh. There's not much I can do. Except get zoned into the abyss. Alright, I will take my camp then. As I mentioned before, Sonya has excellent camp clear. It's one of her best qualities, is her camp clear. So anytime you get a chance to attack a camp, you attack that camp. And it's just another reason why this isn't her best map. There's just not a whole lot of camps for us to take. She's good at like stealing enemy camps and gaining health off of these camps. I do have my R up, so I can always just run away if we need to. Aw, Junkrat booped him to safety. That's unfortunate. He was a goner. Looks like the friendly team wants to go in here, so I use my R to try to help him out. There we go. Please, he lives. No, this is so unfortunate. And with bottom pushing, I kind of think I got to go defend against that. Orphea's going to be coming up, so I'll ping that they're in danger. Hopefully they can poke down that enemy team, but Deckard Cain's healing is a lot. Yeah, there's two of them down here. Now, Zagara, I think, has Nidus Network, so it's difficult for us to keep up with her and her split push shenanigans. So we're going to ping for some assistance here, as I am at the mercy of red team right now. All we can do is spin a little bit and try not to die. Dodge any abilities, which is something we are very good at, actually. We can dodge abilities with somewhat ease due to our trait. And you can see that lockdown, so good. And here's just silly little Nidus, so I want to make sure to kill that. Now at 16, I believe there's a little bit of build variation here. You can go either Rampage or Giant Slayer, depending on what you prefer. If the enemy team is tanky, but if you're getting bursted, you got to go Nerves of Steel, and I feel like I'm getting bursted too much. So Nerves of Steel is going to be my pickup here. Hoping to catch up to this Gazlo here. We can at least just chase him down a little bit. Oh, didn't expect the light bomb. Unfortunate. And we are going to get stunned. We do have it capping right now for us. Oh, her chains are so far. Or spear, that's what it's called. Gonna try to stop the silly Zagara. Nerves of Steel, though, it grants us a nice big old shield. Oh, well played by the Junkrat there. The shield's not that big. It's only 25% of your maximum health. But it definitely helps out in these little brawls and stops you from getting bursted just a little bit. Please. Thank God. Finally. See, this is what I was talking about. In the team fight, I think I do better than the Gazlo. It's whenever it's me versus him, the 1v1. That's whenever I struggle significantly. You can see, in a game which has a bunch of assassins, Sonya's next in line for damage, and I guarantee you I've tanked a lot of damage as well. I'm really hoping the friendly team can finish her off. There we go. Because I wanted to go top lane, but I wanted to just make sure Orphea didn't 1v5 us, because Orphea is a hero that can do that. But yeah, Nerves of Steel just allows us to gain 25% of our maximum HP as a shield. Oh. We can actually stick to this opponent quite easily here. Both of them. Chase him down a little bit. Hide in this bush. They're probably going down to the bottom lane. Gazlo is back, though, so I do have to run a tad. With Junkrat coming in, though, and me having my ult, I feel safe enough to do that. We forced them to use a couple long cooldown abilities, and we're going to ping for a retreat here and some assistance here. Oh, maybe I'll help him out. I think it's a lost cause, but with Asmod in here as well, oh, unfortunate. I'm going to have to actually just press R to get out of there. And we need to stop this Zagara. I believe I have good chase on Zagara, so I'm fine with coming in here. Alright, time to help the friendly team. We capped the objective. I'm all over the place. Please forgive me for my bad gameplay. Oh, nice ability there by both our Anduin and the... and the Gazlo. They both had really nice abilities. And look at this healing. It's disgusting. And our damage is so good. I move faster than everybody. It's fantastic. Unfortunately, we are losing our bottom lane. And I'm debating, am I the one that needs to go back to defend against that? Or do we just try to win? Looks like Kael'thas needs mana anyway, so he's backing out of there. Just trying to basic attack to heal off of the anything that I can. Enemy team might be base racing. I think. I don't think that they can. But with this all being said, we have to make sure that this building dies. Because if this building doesn't die, it's not worth in the slightest. And now we just need to make sure Anduin and I can get out. Should be no problem at all. Alright. On our way out, we'll look for the Zagara. I doubt she's anywhere near us, but we'll look. I would love to find any creep that she might have. Okay, yeah, we see her in the top lane, so. I'd like to find if she has any Niduses. There it is. And it's gone. I'll use E to clear out the creep a little bit. She does have creep on the boss. You can see the outlier. So it was there at one point in time, at least. And you can see, me being a average Sonya, like not a very good one at all, I'm still putting up big numbers. So that's what I mean with Sonya being a little bit of a easy hero to play, but still gets a lot of good value. Gonna activate Shot of Fury to gain some mana back. And I should have thought about this earlier on which level 20 I want. I think I probably want for the Crater. Ancient Spear is good too. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Crater. It allows my ult to be on a much shorter cooldown. And I can now trap enemy heroes in it. So using it there would not have been bad at all. But I kind of just want to peel for my team. That's all I'm doing. I'm playing Sonya like a tank right now because I am our only front line. Just to make sure the friendly team can take the camp, no problem. So yeah, my ult's now on a 40-second cooldown. And it will create like a little crater that enemy units get trapped in whenever I press R, which I'm hoping I can show off here in just a moment. They are reducing my speed and damage, and I don't like it. I actually like brawl a turret. I don't even beat his turrets. I just brawl it. Was this good? Yeah, that looks pretty good. So that's my ult. Very strong ability there. Huge pickup on the Gazlo. There's one of the Zagara too, and we might be able to end top lane if we wanted. At least get a full objective. Or just push the keep. I like all of these plays very much. And guess what? My ult's almost back. Shot of Fury. If you're ever low on Fury, you can just spam that out rather quickly to... to gain movement speed and a bunch of fury if you're low on your mana stuff. Ow. Rude. Ah! Nice. You can also deactivate your what is it called? Your R. You can deactivate the crater that you put up at any point in time. I don't know if we can end. Maybe with my ult coming up. We have a very good pushing team. I'm just trying to think what's the safest and bestest play to make. Alright, I guess with 7 million catapults coming in here in the top lane, we should be able to end just fine. I kind of want to kill these. Oh my gosh, red team's capping it. Ah! Activated my couple abilities there just so I didn't die. But the enemy team score is so low already. That does look like it will be the end for red team and the entire video game. Very nice. So definitely a good bit of build variation you can do with Sonya. The build that I went, like I said, is the one that I believe is the safest to play. And like most consistent, as you're able to kite around fights very easily. Also, props to our Anduin. He played very well that game. But you're able to kite around fights very easily. You have good self-sustain and decent shielding for yourself. You do well in a lot of 1v1 scenarios into brawling in the solo lane. Your wave clear is very good, and your camp clear is even better. You can see we were able to get top damage that game. Unfortunately, it didn't show us how much damage we dealt, but the self-healing and shielding was way above the Gazlo, and he was doing good self-healing and shielding too. 54,000, that's not something to just laugh at. That's as much damage as the Tassadar did, I healed back for, which is insane. Our siege damage, very high, right up there. And our soak could have been better, but on a 2-lane map, I wasn't worried about that as much, especially with me being the only front line. I was mainly worried about being uh, the front line for the team. So with today's build, the talents that we went for was War Paint at level 1 into Shot of Fury at level 4, Battle Rage at 7, Leap at 10, No Escape at 13, Nerves of Steel at 16, and Aren't Crater at 20. And if I wasn't the best at explaining what I was doing this video, I do apologize. I haven't recorded in about a week. I just took a little bit of a break because I had videos backed up and wanted to spend a little more time with the wife and kid. So that's what I did. So I'm sorry if I'm getting back into the groove of things. Playing and talking at the same time is a difficult task to do. But that leads me to the point that I am going to be explaining a little bit more detail right now about my build. So, where's Sonya at? Right here. War Paint at level 1, as I mentioned before, this heals for 30% of the damage that her basic attacks deal. Very good for sustaining yourself both in fights and out of fights. However, Tough as Nails is a very, very good option as well. This will allow you to be in the fights and not take as much damage from Valas, Rainers, Zul'jins, heroes like that. So if the enemy team has heroes like that, then this is a good talent to pick. This talent, I actually think if I picked this and went soloing versus Gazlo, I probably would have beat him more so than I was. I lost to him at one point. I did. So if I would have picked this, I don't think I would have lost to him. Level 4, Shot of Fury. This is super duper strong because its passive is after casting Seismic Slam, your W, you gain 40% more damage with your basic attack, which combos really well with your level 1 talent. Oh, even if I didn't go War Paint, I still would have gone Shot of Fury just for that crit damage is really, really nice. And for the instance where you need to gain movement speed or gain Fury, you can activate Shot of Fury for that. Then I went for Battle Rage at level 7. I tried a build similar to this a couple weeks ago with Poison Spear, and it's just not as good in my opinion. Battle Rage is surprisingly really good for sustaining fights, and the Merc damage clear is nice as well. So Battle Rage is very good. Level 10, both picks are very, very strong. I went Leap, but you'll probably be going Wrath of the Berserker even more because it combos better with your build in general. But Leap is very good, as you saw there, to pick off squishy targets with no real movement abilities, which they had. What did the enemy team have? Like Deckard Cain, no movement. Zagara, no movement besides movement speed gained on creep. Tassadar, no movement besides once again on creep. So if they were hit by Leap, they were stunned for a long time. You combo your Leap with your Q, and that is... Oh, does it not say how long it stuns them for? Briefly stunning them. But nonetheless, I think it turns out to be around a 2-second stun on a squishy target, which is plenty to burn a squishy target down and kill them. But Wrath is very good. It increases your damage dealt by 40%, which means you gain more healing. You also aren't slowed and rooted as long. It's very, very strong. No Escape. This talent seems meh, but movement speed is so strong in this game. I love this talent. Once again, I tried this build before with Ancient Spear always pulls and Poison Spear. Not as good. Go No Escape. It allows you to kite around a fight so much easier. You can run away with ease. You can chase down with ease. It's so, so strong. So go No Escape. No Escape comboed with Shot of Fury means activating Shot of Fury, which is an ability. It increases your movement speed to 20%. So very strong there. Level 16, I mentioned it briefly in the game. Giant Slayer increases your healing by a lot. Rampage is good if you go for Poisoned Spear and Mystic Spear, but they're not the best. So Rampage is good in that aspect, but Giant Slammer is going to be best for sustain in fights if the fights are going longer. But if it was a more burst fights, which I felt that those fights were, I picked Nerves of Steel for the little bit of shielding. And then at 20, typically you would go Striding Giant if you go for the other R, but I went for the Leap because I like that the best. If I felt like I was really getting bursted, I could have gone for Ignore Pain, but I didn't feel like I was getting that bursted. And if I needed Or if I went for Q build the whole way, I would have gone for composite spear for the armor and increased range. This is a very good talent that you can pick with any build you go. But that was Sonya in a nutshell, kind of. I hope that this was a good enough request for you, Creedon. And once again, to the viewers watching, please request more heroes to me. I love doing these hero requests for you guys. Even if I'm not the best at the heroes, it gives me an opportunity to learn. For instance, Sonya. I don't play a lot of Sonya, but I've learned a little bit of Sonya due to the requests. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.